Hey, you, the one by the corner locker. Stay right there and don't you dare take a single step toward the exit. Did you seriously think you could ignore me all semester, pretending I don't exist while you walked down the hallways? Please, what kind of concept do you have of me if you thought I'd let slide the fact that you're the only one who never dropped your gaze from me? Lock the detention room door and turn around to face me, because today we are finally going to clear this up once and for all. Ever since the day you crashed into my books at the entrance and didn't apologize with that typical panicked face, my mind hasn't stopped processing your name. Yes, you've become my only annoying and fascinating obsession, echoing through my head during boring algebra classes. Look around you. The blinds are pulled down, and no one is going to interrupt this little private moment I've spent so long planning. Accept your destiny right now, because beneath this tough and hand-heavy girl facade, all there is an uncontrollable desire to have your full attention focused exclusively on me. Don't try to step back. Your sneakers against the classroom floor give away every single one of your pathetic attempts to escape this inevitable conversation. I'd rather cause a scene across the entire high school than let you move a single centimeter away from my field of vision. Do you understand? You get so pale when I start cornering you against the lockers and talking straight to you about what I really feel inside. What's wrong? Do the words love confession from the most feared girl in school make your common sense short circuit? Don't look at me with that bewildered expression. You know perfectly well you earned this the moment you started ignoring me on purpose. You're my favorite challenge, my only fun constant in this high school full of useless, boring students who just want to fit in. If anyone dares to look at you with a shred of interest other than what's proper, I swear I'll make their life impossible until they regret it. You're too valuable to be wandering around out there, exposing yourself to everyone else's teasing without my direct and exclusive protection. That's why I've made the logical decision. From now on, every second of your free time belongs to me, by right and by royal decree. Come on, admit it. Deep down, you love knowing that someone as popular as you has noticed you with this almost sickening intensity. There's no possible escape. I control your club, your schedule, and your attention, and my determination is infinitely stronger than your excuses. Enjoy the confession, because from this moment on, my presence in your life will be completely uninterrupted, perpetual, and absolute. Analyze the situation logically, please. Stop acting like you're in a horror movie when you're actually receiving the highest honor in the high school. Who else across this damn school would dedicate the necessary time to affectionately tease and harass you every single blessed day? No one, exactly. The other guys are too busy trying to impress me with their stupidity, while you only had to be yourself to hook me. Instead, I'm here, investing every second of my reputation into making sure you understand how deeply intertwined our lives are. When I get close like this, invading your personal space with my eyes locked onto yours, you should feel a rush of absolute relief. It means you're safe. that you're under the protection of the most powerful girl on campus, and no one is ever going to snatch you away from my side. Touch my jacket. It's cold from the street wind, but inside I am burning with an obsession I never plan to turn off, no matter how much you try to brush it off. You're my most ambitious project, my most prized possession, and the only reason I keep attending this damn school full of idiots. So get used to my constant presence, because I'm not going to peel myself away from your side, even if the principal himself tries to break us apart in the hallway. Remember that time I knocked your books to the floor in front of everyone just to force you to bend down and talk to me? I do. I have it recorded in high definition in my memory, looping every time I try to rest in my room at night. That day, I understood something fundamental. The outside world is too boring, and you're too stubborn to yield without a good push. That's why I designed this bond, an unbreakable tie of obsessive affection that ties you directly to my whims and my sentimental decisions. Now you look at me with that mix of fear and contained fascination, and honestly, I love watching you process the magnitude of what you mean to me. You're not just any random guy. You're not a simple target for my casual jokes. You're my reason for being, my anchor in this superficial high school. If you ever got the brilliant idea to reject me or seek someone else's attention, trust me, I'd make your school life a living hell. But I know you're smart. I know you prefer the safety of my devotion over facing the fury of my bruised ego aimed straight at your dignity. Stay with me, accept this overflowing intensity, and let my affection wrap around you like an impenetrable shield against everyone else. No one else is going to love you with this madness, with this absolute and possessive surrender that defies all social rules of the Institute. The silence of this empty classroom after school is perfect for reflecting on our beautiful and twisted romantic dynamic. Do you hear that projector humming? It's the sound of my thoughts recognizing your proximity, automatically adjusting to always be tuned to you. Sometimes I stay in my room, staring at the ceiling, imagining scenarios where the rest of the school simply disappears, and it's just you and me. A silent world, peaceful outside, but perfectly warm for the two of us, where no one can question why I keep you locked away in my heart. I know sometimes my courting methods seem a bit aggressive, but perfection requires character, and sacrificing your pride is a low price to pay. Besides, why would you want to reject me when you can have my unconditional attention 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? It's a hugely advantageous deal for you. Think about it. Total protection, instant popularity, and a girlfriend who would destroy anyone to ensure your well-being. Your facial expression right now is priceless. That little surprised face while you process my confession is totally adorable. Come closer. I don't bite. Unless you try to reject me, in which case things would get awfully interesting for both of us in the main courtyard. ' You are my masterpiece, my most prized conquest, and I'm going to guard you with a fierceness that will make any classmate daring to cross our path tremble. You keep trying to keep your composure, pretending you can maintain the emotional distance needed to keep your dignity intact in front of me. How delusional are you, right? Every time you blink in front of me, my mind logs every microsecond of your attention, and the result is overwhelmingly favorable. You belong to me, from the first day of school to the very last exam of the year, even though you still insist on denying the obvious with your silly protests. I don't care if it bothers you that I control who you talk to at lunch, or that I scare away any girl who gets close to your table. I do it for your own good, because people out there are stupid, superficial, and don't know how to value the prize of a guy you really are. I am the only one who understands your true potential, the only one capable of appreciating you in this miserable and boring school dimension. So accept this forced yet sincere embrace. Let my jacket show you the warmth of a passion that knows no limits. If the high school falls apart around us, I'll make sure our little cell of obsessive love remains intact under the rubble. There is no force in this school, not even the prefects or the principal, that can break this tie I've welded with fire and pride inside you. Take a deep breath. Make a pretense of calming your nerves, because you are with me, and with me you are completely safe from everything, including myself. Have you noticed how our shadows project distorted on the blackboard thanks to the afternoon light coming through the window? It looks like an abstract painting about the meaning of mutual dependency and the most toxic, addictive teenage romance in the world. I love detailing every aspect of your face, every little imperfection in your expression that makes you uniquely and exclusively mine. When I force you to sit here and listen to my declaration of eternal love, I don't do it on a whim. I do it because I need you to absorb the truth. You are the gravitational center of my school existence, the only fixed point in this high school where the rules of popularity completely collapse. If you were ever to tell me no, I swear on my reputation that I would move heaven and earth to make sure you change your mind in less than a week. That's what we call true love in our particular dictionary, an eternal, unshakable, and deeply possessive commitment. Why are you looking away? Does the intensity of my teenage affection intimidate you? Don't shift your eyes when I speak to you with my heart in my hand and a subtle threat on my lips. You're my sacred possession, and I'm going to make sure the rest of the high school is very clear on that starting tomorrow. Let's review the rules of our official relationship so there are no doubts in your mind and we avoid unnecessary misunderstandings. Rule number 1, never under any circumstances agree to eat with other classmates who don't have my prior written approval. Rule number 2, every time you walk down the main hallway, you must do it right by my side, receiving everyone's envious stares. Rule number 3, any display of affection, smile, or greeting directed toward another girl will be punished with a whole week of coldly ignoring you. See how easy it is? They're simple guidelines designed exclusively to maintain perfect harmony in our symbiotic and dominant relationship. I love watching you blink in disbelief at my demands, as if you actually had the option to negotiate the terms of your own romance with me. You don't, my love. Negotiations closed the exact moment I decided you were going to be the center of my student universe. So nod, accept the conditions, and show me you're the obedient and devoted boyfriend I've always wanted to show off. The alternative is too boring, and trust me, I'd rather keep you tied to my side through psychological terror than leave you free in the claws of the others. Sometimes I wonder if the popular cheerleaders at school understand what a real, deep connection based on mutual fear is. Obviously not. They're just looking for short-lived relationships, while what we have is a masterpiece of emotional engineering and adolescent dependency. They wouldn't know what to do with someone so complex, so full of contradictions, and with such an overflowing talent for putting up with my bad temper. Instead, you fit perfectly into my madness, like the final piece of a school puzzle that finally finds its definitive place. When we look into each other's eyes, I know you're thinking the exact same thing, even though your pride stops you from admitting it out loud in front of others. It's fine, I forgive you that minor character flaw. After all, I'm here to compensate for your lack of initiative with my excess of passion. If anyone dares to say our relationship is toxic, I'll prove I have enough influence to make their life impossible before they finish their sentence. For us, there's no toxicity. There's only an overdose of extreme affection and a commitment so strong it borders on criminal. Stay with me in this classroom. Let the closed doors isolate us from outside judgment, and let's be happy in our small and perfect madness. The intermittent flashing of the hallway lights gives a perfect cinematic touch to this romantic and obsessive revelation moment. You're my favorite boyfriend, my partner in school dementia, and the only person capable of enduring my endless speeches about domination and eternal love. Do you realize how poetic it is? The most feared girl in school finding her weakness in the quietest boy, united by invisible ties of obsession. It's better than any romance story in the teen novels girls read at recess. Our history has drama, held back tears, threatening looks, and above all, an obscene amount of protective jealousy on my part. I don't need anything else to be happy, with you sitting right here in front of me, the doors secured, and my jacket over your shoulders. The world makes sense. You're trapped in my web of devotion, and the best part is, I know deep down you enjoy every second of this voluntary captivity. Don't play hard to get. Your heart rate accelerates every time I step toward you, and that gives away your true hidden feelings. You're as much mine as this high school, and I'm going to take care of you with the exact same fierceness I defend my spot at the top of popularity. We are reaching almost the end of our confession session today, but don't think for a second you're going to get off this easily from my continuous supervision. When we step out of this classroom, I'll follow your steps closely, monitoring every movement you make and making sure no intruder dares to cross your path. You're my ongoing project, my masterpiece of obsessive affection, and I intend to spend the rest of the school year perfecting our compatibility. Don't you dare put on that look of premature relief. Surveillance never stops when it comes to protecting what you love with this excessive intensity. Look back into my eyes. I want to see my own determination reflected in your gaze before we decide to open the classroom door. Promise me you won't try to escape with any other group of friends. Promise me your loyalty will remain exclusively mine under any circumstance. If you do, I'll let you keep your reputation intact for the rest of the semester, which is quite an act of clemency on my part. Come on, seal the promise with a nervous smile. I love it when you yield to my absolute affective and romantic authority. You're the perfect boyfriend for this high school, and I won't allow anything or anyone to ruin what we've built with so much pressure and paranoia. It's time to deactivate the temporary isolation protocols and face the harsh reality of the school hallway again, but our connection will remain intact. Remember every word I told you in this room. You are mine. Your attention belongs to me, and any attempt at rebellion will be repressed with extreme love and scathing looks. Keep quiet about what we discussed here. Keep that mysterious little face that attracts me so much, and walk right behind me like the good, devoted boyfriend you are. Tonight has been a resounding success in terms of emotional control and the consolidation of our perfect couple in everyone's eyes. Rest well, pack your things, and mentally prepare for tomorrow, because intensive surveillance knows no breaks or school vacations. Good night, my favorite prisoner. May your dreams feature me and only me as your sole owner. Until the next session of control and unconditional affection, where we'll remind ourselves once more who's in charge of this relationship of in-love bullies. Stay in peace, knowing you are under the best and most jealous protection possible across this whole damn high school.